Back to basics. We got the whole numbers again, okay? So let's I want to write the numbers from 1 to 100, okay, or maybe 0 to 100, okay?
Okay.
But just to keep it interesting, let's write out sort of different sequences of numbers first, okay? So Michael is gonna tell me how to count by fives, okay? So can you start at 2?
I'll start at 2.
Yeah, and then count by fives.
Okay.
What's
2, 2,
and then what's next?
4.
Count by five. So you
Oh,
gotta be 2 plus 5.
2 plus 5.
Yeah.
6.
No.
7.
7, yeah. Okay. What's next?
7 plus 2 this time again.
So plus 5, yeah? Count by fives.
Is it 9?
No, that's by 2.
So it's 5 plus
7
7. 10.
plus 5.
10. 10.
Actually, maybe let's start by counting by 2s then, okay? So if I start with a, let's see, I start with a 3, okay? Right? And I want to count by 2.
Okay, so this is 6, right?
That would be 3. What's 2 after 3? 3 plus 2.
4 plus 2 is 5.
5. Okay. What's 5 plus 2?
5 plus 2 is 7.
7. Okay, so can you keep counting by 2?
Keep counting by 2.
So what's after 7? You keep counting by 2. So counting by 2 just means instead of 7 going to 8, you go to the next one.
Oh, so 7. So it's a 7 plus 2.
Yeah.
So that must be 9.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 9.
And then 11, right?
11, yeah.
And
Good. So I'll write 11 over here, okay?
And then
13.
And then 15.
15, yeah?
And then 17.
17?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Michelle, do you know how to count by 2s? 17.
I'm going to do next number.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to guess the next number.
Okay, what's the next number?
19.
19, yeah.
That now is it my turn?
Let's keep going with Michelle by 2s, okay?
Okay, and
You just tell her if it's right, yeah?
Okay, and I also know the next one too. So
Okay.
21.
21.
That's what I knew it.
Yeah, okay. And then just let Michelle say it and you say if it's right or wrong, okay?
Okay. 23.
Oh.
Yes, it's right. 25. And it's right again. 27.
Wow.
Right again. 29.
29.
Yeah, it's right again. No one was pretty strong that it was right. I don't know. I know the numbers like these. Wait, I think my sister was renumbering the small numbers by 1. It's 3, 5, 7, 9. Those small numbers. And 11 and 13 and 15 and 17 and 19. So I remember now, so I can guess all of them right.
What's next?
It has to be the big numbers of 2 and 3 and 5 and 7 and 9. So I have to.
So the last thing you said was 29, right?
Yeah.
What's after 29?
20. No. 20.
Huh?
20.
You know what's after 29?
20.
No.
So it has to be the more bigger numbers than the 2 and 3 and 5 and 7 and 9. With those. So you have to remember the small numbers first, and then you know how all the big numbers, who's the big numbers is the same to the small numbers, right? But one is same like 11.
Yeah. So okay. How about Michael? Do you know what comes next?
Yeah, 31.
31. Okay.
But this time it's gonna be. This time it's gonna be 35. 35.
Hey.
35.
No, 35 is.
It's wrong. I know it's wrong. Actually, there's a 1 and a 5.
1 and a 5.
Yes. You can already know this. I'm not saying it out. No. No. 1.
So do you know what we're doing still? It's counting by 2s still, okay?
And also, stop playing with that cup.
Yeah. Michael, take the cup and put it on the table.
I think the small numbers are like that, so it have to be the big numbers like that. So, and I know and Michael's trying to do all of the big numbers part now because I forgot.
Okay, Michael, help your sister. Let's
43.
Yeah. 33.
Yeah. And then 35. And then 37.
37, yeah.
And then 39.
Oh, Michelle, yes, 39.
You said first. And then 41.
41, okay.
41. I think it's my turn. 43. 45.
Oh.
47.
Michelle,
49.
Okay, Michelle, tell us the next one if you can.
49.
Alright, 49, and then can you tell us the next one?
I think Michael will guess.
No, see if you can do it. Because you can start doing these ones. You still can't do the next one.
It's also easy for me. Well, it's 5 and a 2.
It's not. It's a 5 and a something, but it's not a 2.
5 and a 1.
Ah, 5 and a 1. Okay.
Yeah, that's a 51. But
51.
52 is wrong.
Alright, Michelle, keep going.
5 and a 3.
So that's called 53. Yeah.
Okay. And 5 and a 4.
No.
No, 5 and 7.
No.
2.
No.
9.
Yeah, what goes here?
9.
No. You see all the other ones are 9. What goes here? See, look.
Oh, 5. Oh,
Okay,
so
that
you're
was
doing it at 9. You have to
too
remember
much
the
of a
9.
giveaway.
And for 7 now. 7 and 5 maybe.
Yes. It's 5
Yeah,
and 7.
and 9 and 5.
So it has to be this one. 5 on the left. Okay, that's called 59.
5 and a 5. High 5.
Okay, we'll take a break here, okay? We won't go much further than this, okay? That'll be enough for what we want to do, okay? And then, so can we continue? So now we got warmed up counting by 2s, right?
Right.
Can you count by 5s?
Oh, 5s.
So let's...
What way do you have to count by? No, it starts from 3.
Okay, let's start from 3 and count by 5s. Yeah?
Okay.
Can you do it?
But I don't know what way are we doing it.
You know what it means to count by 5s?
Oh, so we're counting by 3 with 5s, right?
Yeah, so instead of counting by 1, which goes to 4, right? You want to count by 5, so it's 3 plus 5. So
so we can do any number plus it up to count up.
yeah,
right?
so this is called skip counting, okay?
Okay.
So we can count normally, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Right.
Or we can do what we just did, which is skip 1, so we count by 2s, right? So we go 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. That's what that is, right?
I got pocket.
Just sit down and watch, okay?
Okay. Okay.
You understand what we did?
A little bit because I understand the 3 plus of the 5.
Yeah, so we're counting, right? So instead of counting by 1, we skip 1, see? 3, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 17.
Oh, so that's skipping because that's not really counting by 5, right?
So this is counting by 2s because we're skipping 1, right?
Yeah, but this time it's 3 account 5. So
now we want to skip 4, so we want to count plus 5.
Yeah, so this is plus 5. This is like this is skipping. But this is not
Yeah.
It's this is so when you plus, it's a shorter way to count. It's going to be faster. But if you just count by like 5s with no pluses, it will just go like this: 5, 10, like that.
Yeah, but that's if you start with 5, right?
Yeah.
We want to start with 2 or 3. So let's start with 3, okay?
Okay.
So start with 3, yeah.
Okay.
And let's plus 5 to 3. So keep adding 5. So we're counting by 5.
9. Right.
Not 9.
No, not 9.
So this is more for you, okay?
No. Okay. So this must be 12, huh? I mean, no, it must.
What's 3 plus 5?
3 plus 5. 8.
8. And how is 8 related to this?
I don't know. Where's the 8 gone?
So 8 goes here, right? So I'll put this in red, okay?
I think 8 is a little bit strange.
So look, hey, you're not paying attention, okay? So if you don't understand this, you have to try harder to understand, not less, okay?
Okay.
Alright, sit properly over here so you can see.
I really can see though.
You can sit on the floor, move the chair. Sit on the floor here.
Michael. Do you know kind?
So we're counting by 5, okay? So this is something Michael should be able to do, but you'll not be able to do yet, okay? So if we start at 3, okay? Okay, well you seem to have done it if you start at 0, right? Do you want to start at 0? If we start at 0, okay?
Yeah, it's going to be slow then.
If we start at 0, what happens if you start at 0 and count by 5?
It's going to not plus.
No, I don't think you understand what I mean when I say count by 5, okay?
Okay.
So you have to try to understand what I mean, or you have to try to make sense of it. Counting by 5, like you were saying, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. So that's counting by 5.
Yeah, so every time you plus 5.
Every time plus 5
Yeah.
is a faster way, right?
It's not about faster. The point of it is not to be faster. It's just a different way to understand the numbers, okay?
Okay. I know 4 is not going to be next. 4 not going to be next. It's 4.
Okay, let's just clear up all this, okay? So we want to start at some number, okay? What number do you want to start with?
Number.
Pick a number, any number, we'll start with that number.
Okay, then start with
Best to pick a small number.
Okay, then. Is it 4 counts as small number? Because I'm going to pick 4.
Okay, 4, okay? That's 4, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so we started 4, yeah? we start at 4 and we want to count by 5s. Okay?
Okay.
So if you don't know what that means and you know what plus means, we're plussing 5 to 4 and we'll keep plussing 5. Okay?
Okay.
So, and plussing 5 just means count forwards 5 times anyway, right?
Right.
So what's 4 plus 5?
4 plus 5 is 9.
It's 9, okay? So you start at 4, okay? And then you get to 9. Alright? Yes?
Yes.
So how do we keep going?
Now just be 5 plus 5. Just keep like plussing but the same plus, and that's like faster way. So if you stop counting, it's slow way when you do the plus.
It's not thinking about faster. So you're right, you'll keep plussing, right? And you keep plussing by the same thing. But we're not worried about faster or slower, okay?
Okay.
I mean, it's faster in the sense that it gets a bigger number, okay? But we're not worried about that yet, okay?
Okay.
So we're doing the same thing again, right? So 9 plus 5.
Alright.
9 plus 5.
9 plus 5. 9 plus me guess so. 9 plus 5 is 14.
Yeah.
Why didn't you guess the next one? Because I didn't guess any one.
Yeah, you shouldn't be guessing, okay? You can actually have a.
I do want to guess though.
Yeah, I mean guessing is fine. It's just that you can do a little bit better than guessing, depending on where you.
If it's gonna be 18.
No. So what are we doing first? That's something you don't have to guess.
Skipping.
Yeah, we're skipping. Okay, so but how can we describe it more precisely? So we went from 4 to 9 by adding 5, right? Which is the same as counting 5 at a time. Okay.
Okay.
So that's like count 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we added got to 14.
Right.
Okay. So this is where if you really do understand what I'm doing, you should be proactive and try to tell me what the next number is. Okay, instead of waiting for me to tell you.
Okay.
You understand?
I don't really understand.
So basically, if you know what's going on, right? Don't wait for me to tell you what's next. You can tell me what's next, right?
Right.
So what's next after 14?
After 14, always 7 plus 4.
Plus 5.
Over 5 is 19.
Yes. So you got to really try to pay attention, okay? That makes sense? You have to try. Because you tend to forget if it's 4 or 5 that we're plussing really quickly,
never
okay?
guess anything then.
And I don't mind if you do forget, but if you're not trying and you do forget it, it's much worse, okay? It's an attitude thing, alright? Yes?
But next to 19 is supposed to be at 18.
Yeah, so there would be normally an 18 there, but we haven't written it in yet, okay? So this is a little bit harder. Okay, so you're yet to fully understand what I'm telling you, okay? Because if you know it's 19, right? So you're not thinking about the next one, are you? I was just telling you before to think about the next one, right? Or maybe you don't know how to get to the next one. I don't know. But a lot of the time, I bet you would know how to get to the next one, but you wouldn't say it because you're just waiting, okay? So that's called passive. Passive learning is not good, okay? Alright, so what's next?
So it's 18.
Oh, we're at 19 now, okay? So we're going forwards.
What is the plus?
Yeah, so we're plussing 19 plus 5.
So it's 28.
No, 19 plus 5.
19 plus 5. Oh, 19 plus 5 is 24.
Yeah, it's 24, okay?
But 24 is supposed to be next to 25.
Okay.
Oh, I think you put a red number right there on the bottom of 24.
Hmm.
Wait, what? I can't see it. the bottom thing on, and the 24 is supposed to be on a where number is next to the 35 and 33.
Oh, you're saying there should be another red number here.
Yes.
Yeah, there will be, but we have to get to that. So what's after 24?
After 24.
Yeah.
24 plus that thingy again.
Yeah, and what is that thingy?
It's 5, right?
Yeah, 24 plus 5.
So that means it's 29.
29, yeah. So this is something you can definitely think ahead of and tell me,
But
right?
only a 29.
Okay, so then what's after 29?
29 is sort of 29 plus 5 again, huh?
Yeah, and you can think about this yourself, right? You don't have to make
34.
34.
Yeah.
Okay, where does 34 go, Michelle?
34.
Where's 34 meant to go?
Next to 45. No.
Next to 45.
And
That's
that
45.
43.
You mean next to 35?
40. Yes. 40. No, both of them.
Which ones?
Both of them.
These two?
Yes, both of them.
Ah, okay, so you want the in between 33. You were saying that before, right?
And also, where's the 29 that I just said?
It's here.
Oh.
Okay.
That's right there. So now, search 34 plus
Good,
5.
you're doing it yourself now. See, this is
34 plus 5 is 39.
Yep.
I still know that it's in between them. And then 39 plus 5 is 44.
Hey, Michelle, where's 44 go?
Next to between those. No, between those.
Between this and this?
No.
Between
Those.
this?
No.
This?
No.
This? This too?
Me.
Okay. Alright, what's next?
Next. So I forgot the one that I just said, so I don't know what. No.
44.
It's a four thing right there. No, it's a four thing down there. Four thing down there.
Oh, you're saying there's something down here?
It's a four thing down there.
Yeah. Okay, you just whispered 49, and then what's... So you're saying there's something down here, right?
Yes.
What is it?
49.
49 is over there. Okay.
49.
Well, you're saying something goes here, right?
Yes, it's a four thing. It's red.
It's fourth thing and it's red. What is it called?
But I really forgot what is it.
Yeah, what number is in it?
I know. No. It's a four thing.
It's a 4 thing. Okay, so I trust there's a 4 here, right? That's what you're saying, yeah?
It's a four thing.
Okay, we'll go here.
It's a big number one. It's a 400, you mean? No, 4 and 5.
Hey, 4 and a 5, okay.
Oh, that's when I knew it was 54.
54, okay. That's good, okay, so kind of interesting, we count by 5, we get all these 4s here when we started at 4,
And also
okay?
it's pretty cool because now we are making it the black numbers in ones, like not plussing stuff.
Okay, so that's what happens if we start at 4, okay?
Okay.
Can we start at another number?
Another number.
Yeah.
Alright, so then it's gonna be 5 then. That was another number. Let's do 5, I think.
No, so I think we can go a bit longer and
6.
just beyond your concentration. It's a bit easy for you and you seem to be enjoying it, so we can go for a much longer in this lesson, okay?
Okay.
So what do you want to start? You want to start with a 2, a 3, or a 1?
Or 1. I think
2, 3, or 1?
I think just stay to 4.
We already did 4.
No, stay 4.
Stay 4.
Yes, stay 4. Michelle wants to do it again. Stay the 4.
do the 4 again.
Yeah.
No, we can't do the 4 again. We have to do another one to fill. We have to fill in the gaps.
Okay, then 1.
1?
Yes, 1.
Okay.
Oh, so that means we can fill up all the gaps, right?
Yeah. Okay. What happens if you count 1?
It has to do what? 1 plus? No. It has to be a 5 tripled. Oh, so it's you're saying 4 plus 1 now? 4 plus 1 now?
Sit down. What's 1? So we're starting at 1, okay?
And plus 4.
Plus 5.
5.
Still plus 5, okay?
Okay, that means it's 6.
6?
Yes, 6.
Okay.
6 is supposed to be between them.
Yeah, 6.
Why is it green? And that.
Make you realize which one I write down, okay? Otherwise you might get lost.
And then it is 11. I mean 12. No, tell us the plus, so you will know. I already know, so it's 12. This is 2 ones.
So what do we? Tell me what we're doing now.
I don't. Tell him plussing.
Yeah. So what do we? Where are we plussing from, and what are we plussing?
How to plus to Michael? Don't. I need to use my brain.
Exactly. Use your brains.
We're going to have a plus, right?
Yeah, we don't write the plus because we're really just counting, okay? So counting and plussing are very related.
We only can count a plus. I didn't know it was related.
Yeah, because plussing 1 is just counting 1, right? Plussing 3 is just counting 3.
Oh, so plussing looks like the counting, so that's what is related, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we start at 1, right? And we got 6.
Yeah. No, I still don't want the 5 to 1 because you know why? Because on long time ago I know, so I must know.
Yeah. So 1 plus 5 is 6, right?
Yes.
Then you want to do 6 plus 5.
Okay.
What's 6 plus 5?
Oh, I would guess.
Okay, you guess.
This is the 5. This is actually this is the 5, and this is the part of looking. I think I know. 10. No, it's not 10. It's 11.
It's 11, okay? And if you don't know it's 11, what you can do is how I told you to count, okay?
But a long time ago, I just you said 10 from 5, and you told me all of them. So I did it.
Yeah, look, so 6, okay?
Yes.
You can go 1, 2, 3, and then 4 gets you to 10, right?
Yeah.
So then 5 will get you to 11.
Oh, so we need to put the 10 right there, right?
No, we don't need to put the 10 yet. We just need to get to 11, okay? But we know there's a 10 there. Okay?
Yeah, but if we put a 10 there, that means it's when we do all the gaps. That means if we put a 10 there, that's the last gap, right?
Yeah.
But 10 is supposed to be between 11 and 14.
Okay, so we're at 11 now, okay?
Okay.
What's 11 plus 5?
11 plus 5 is... yes! 18?
No.
16.
16. Okay.
But 16 between 17 and 15.
Yeah. So how do you get that, right? If you want to count by 5, you can count by 1 5 times, okay? So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you know it goes here even if you don't know what the number is called, right?
I know.
But you know it's called 16.
Yes. Also, my brain was thinking about something else. It was like 11 plus 5 was like 17, but I just said 16. I don't know why when I didn't use my brain. My brain was thinking of something else. But I also knew it. It was 16. And I tricked you. I know. I tricked you.
Okay, so 16, and then what do we go from 16? Come on. Remember what I said about going ahead? You don't have to wait for me, okay?
5 plus 6 again, so it's 21.
21.
But it has to be green.
No, we already wrote 21, so we just keep it like that, okay? But yeah, it would be green otherwise. Yeah, you're right. So we'd have this all green as well.
But you know it's going to be black because you see it. Oh, so the black means you already wrote it, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we already have 21, and so what's next?
21, and next is 26. I think.
26?
Yeah, I think. But it's going to be green on the. Oh, this again. Yeah, my brain was thinking about something else again.
That's okay. You're very young. Okay, so here you got 21, right? Michelle, so this is how we get plus 5, okay?
Yeah.
So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah?
Yeah.
So it goes here.
Yes, I know. It's going to be bottom of the 16.
So what's the number called?
We're filling the gaps up now, kind of.
Yeah.
It's a sixth thing and it's supposed to be green.
Yeah, it's supposed to be green. What is it? What's the number called?
No, 2 and a 6.
A 2 and a 6.
Yes.
Yeah. Excellent. 2 and a 6, yeah? And what is the number called?
26.
26. Excellent.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm like not guessing right now.
Yeah.
I first said 26. I just heard myself.
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be a 28, 29, and 27. Oh,
yeah, there is, but we just we don't write that yet. Okay?
Oh, so we are filling the gaps up because 15 after something after 15 that is 60, and 25 something after 25 is 26. So we are right now filling some gaps up.
Yeah.
I knew it's going to be 26, but I'm just going to say a 2 and a 6. I'm just going to say that.
Okay, so we're at 26, okay, and you guys are still not going ahead of me, so yeah, there must be something difficult to understand. What goes from 26?
Well, it's 26. No, it's 6. It's supposed to be 6 there. It must be 31.
So 31 is next, right? Can you see how we get that? So we go 1, 2, 3, and then there's a 10, 30 here, 4, and then 5 gets you 31, okay?
Okay.
Alright, 31. Still waiting for me, huh?
What? Oh, I thought we were just like going backwards still. So it's 36, right?
Michelle?
It's supposed to be a 6 thing, bottom of there.
Yeah.
But.
So it's a 16. What is it?
Oh. I have to be a 6 and a 3.
A 6 and a 3?
Yes, it's supposed to be because.
Okay, and what is that number called?
36.
36. Okay, excellent. So Michael, here's where you have a chance to go ahead, but you still didn't. Yeah, see. So this is why. This is okay. So I guess you're too young to know what the word passive means, right? So passive just means waiting for things to happen when you could actually make them happen. Yeah?
Okay, so it's 30. But mostly. Oh yeah. I mean. No, 46. 46 on the bottom.
Yeah, 41. Okay, and then Michelle, you seem to be getting ahead of yourself.
But supposed to be a away one must be the far away one must be 51 because I already see 51 on the board.
Yeah.
So, but won't it a 56 right there?
Yeah. So can you see what happened? So basically we started by counting, okay, and you didn't both really count very much. You sort of know how to plus, okay, and then by the end you were just filling in the pattern, okay?
Okay.
So that's what basically happened, okay?
And also, I'm going to tell you something. So when you see a 1 thingies, you don't need to really draw it because the 1 thingies with the 5 and 6, right?
Yeah, it's already there.
Yeah, so it's already there. And I can already see the 1 thingy. It's 11, 21, 31, 41, 51. And also...
Alright, so that's what happens if we start with a 1, right? Okay, so we started with 1, we started with 4. Can we start with either 0, 2, or 3?
0, 2, or 3. Oh, 0.
You want to start with 0, 2, or 3?
0, 2, or 3. I think 3 next.
You want to start with a 3 next?
Yeah. Wait.
Okay.
I think we already did 3 with the 13 and 23 and 33.
No, let's try it, okay? So we start with 3 now, okay, Michelle? 3.
Yes, again.
So 3, how do we get to the next number?
Oh, easy. 5.
Yeah, so plus 5 to 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that means it must be...
What's 3
7? It must be the same then. Oh no, it's not the same.
It's 3 plus 5.
Yeah, so it's not the same because one time we did the 3 and it was no 5, right?
We did the 3 plus 5 once and then we stopped for some reason, okay? So let's do it again. What happens if you plus 5 to 3?
5 to 3.
3 plus 5.
3 plus 5 is 8.
Okay. And if you didn't know it was 8, how would you get there? You'd go from 3, right?
Yeah.
And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you get to 8, right?
Right.
So let's do this 8.
Now let's do 8. Okay. 8 is blue.
Blue.
Yeah. Blue is 8. Blue is 8. So you can jump away. Can 8 do 8 have legs to jump? Yeah, he just jumped his red color away. He changed his clothes to blue.
Okay, so now we have to do, what do we have to do now? If we have 8.
8. Now we have to do 5 plus 8 with it, right?
8 plus 5. Okay, that's different.
8 plus 5. Oh, so this is different. When we used the 3, so it's different now. Is right? 8 need an 8 feet bottom of the 8? Oh yeah, so we can plus it with the 8, and then we can fill the other gaps, and then we just only have one more gap left, right? We fill that. It's 1 and the 8 bottom of the 8. 1 and the 8 bottom of the 8.
But that's not the next one.
We have 2 more gaps left, big gaps, right?
Oh, hold on. That's a good question. If we include, so how many gaps do we have left at this moment?
2, right?
Which 2?
The 2 and the 8. So, we haven't did the 10 yet.
Yeah, the 0's gap. Yeah.
Also, yeah, that is a 0. The 0 is a gap. But it's gonna be itchy for me.
So there's 3 columns that are gaps. Yeah.
Okay. But it's gonna be really itchy when I'm wearing my clothes. That's because you're wearing a dress. That's because this is Princess Day.
Okay. So we're at 8 now, okay?
Yeah, okay.
And you both keep seeming to forget where we are at 8. So what are we doing for 8? We're plussing
5.
Okay, plussing 5, okay? So where do we go?
We go to 13.
13.
No. Oh, it's the same as the free thingy.
Yeah. So look, if you go 8, you go 8, so 9. So look, if you have 8, you start at 8, you go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's counting by 5, right? Then you get to 13.
So right
Okay.
now we have to do a higher number, right? But what happens if we start with a 9?
9, then you go 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay?
And also...
See, anything you start with, you just use your 5 fingers and count 5 forwards. Yeah?
And also, if you plus 5 with the 0, that must be counting by 5, like 5, 10, like
yeah,
that.
But no, that's also counting by 5, yes?
Yeah, but that's also, it's also counting by 5, but
yeah.
it's skipping one because it's plus 0, right?
It starts at 0, okay? It doesn't skip anything, okay? And it seems, when people do that, they just seem to memorize things, okay? Because if they do that, they should be able to do starting from 1 or 3, but they can't, okay? So that's what we're doing now. So we start from 3, so now we've got to 13, right? So what's the next one after 13?
14.
So Michelle already saw the pattern, but that doesn't mean you know how to get it both ways, okay?
Okay. How to get to 13?
How to get from 13. We're already at 13, okay?
Okay, from 13. But that also looks like 13. Oh. So it's
Okay, remember it's 13 plus 5, yeah?
Yeah.
You've forgotten it's 13 plus 5?
13 plus 5. Oh yeah, it's 13 plus 5, so it must be... Oh yeah. Oh. 18, right?
18, yeah? And look, I'm going to show you again how you can do that, right?
Yeah.
So,
but 18 is supposed to make you 17, and that's 6. Oh, so we can fill up the 17 gap now. That thingy next to that.
yeah, so
18.
Look, you start with 13, right?
Yeah.
You have 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, that's counting by 5.
But where's the 18?
Yeah, where's the 18?
18. No. That's the first word, right? No.
Where do I write 18?
It's between. No, it's between the 17 and also the 16. You're right.
It's between the 17 and the 16.
No, it's between the 17 and the 19.
Yeah.
I almost forgot, but I already forgot.
Yeah. Okay.
Shake the way. So now it's... But I knew it's going to be 18, and I didn't tell you. But I just said it's going to be an 8 thing right there.
So don't worry if you missed out on some chances, because there's lots of chances after, okay?
23.
Look at all the chances. So 23. Yes, 8 is good, okay? So you went ahead, that's good. 18 plus 5 is 23, yeah?
Yeah, so that must be another 20. It must be 28. This.
28, yeah?
Yeah. So that it's between the 29 and 27.
Is it 28?
Yep. It's there.
Very good.
Was the 18 bottom of the 28 though?
Yeah, so we haven't gotten up to that yet. What's after 28?
38.
So that's...
I think I know.
So you see a pattern with the blue numbers, okay? But the pattern comes after every 2 counts, not every count, okay? So what's after 28?
Let me just think about it. But this is rainbow colors. So is it 33?
33, yeah. Okay, so 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Okay?
Okay. But we also can do pluses, right?
Pluses.
We're already doing the pluses now.
Yeah, we're basically counting and plussing. But if you don't know how to plus 5 because the number's too big, you can always count forwards by 5, okay?
I also can guess what's the number 5 plus 4.
Okay, so 33. What's next?
33.
Maybe Michelle can tell us what's after
No,
33.
80. Oh, yeah. Actually, 83. I think.
So 8 and a 3, yeah?
I think I know. 3 and an 8.
3 and an 8, yeah.
I think. I just was too late, I think.
So 3 and an 8 is what?
Is 38.
38. And where does it go?
Between those. Oh, it's behind the. Oh yeah, 28, right? Behind the 28. It's right now. It's.
Yeah. So if we want to describe it, okay. So this is interesting. So yeah, like if we want to actually use the words to describe it. So it's underneath the 28, right? It's below 28. Yeah. So it's below 28. It's to the right of 37. Or it's forwards past 37 if we're going forward that way, and it's behind 39, or it's to the left of 39, yeah? And it's above, well, there's no number here, so you can say it's above the empty space.
But 48 is right bottom of 38.
No, so you're going to say 48 is below 38, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, that's true, but how is it related to how we're counting right now, okay?
Yes.
That's the question. So remember, you can get ahead if you know what's going on.
So it's 43. And
43,
then 48.
Yeah. Exactly. Now we know what the relationship, right?
Yes. Yeah, we are done now. I said 48 and 43.
Where's 48 go?
48 goes here. No, 48 goes here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oopsie, I fall down.
Stay back. Okay. So can you describe this position like I was telling you? So is this below 38, right?
Yes.
And this is to the right of 47. And is it to the left of something?
I say 48 first.
Yeah. Okay, but is it to the left of 47? Or to the right of 47? Or to the left of 49? Or the right of 49?
No, bottom of the 38.
Oh, it's below 38. Oh, okay. And you said before it was in between 47 and 49. Yeah, that's also a good way to describe it. Alright.
Because I can see only the 4 things here. 4 things. Yeah.
So missed out on the next step already. We're already now. I've already caught up to you. So the next thing.
It's 4. No, 58.
Yeah, it's 58 eventually. But what's right after 48? What's the next one after 48?
It's 43. 43.
50. It's 48 plus 5. Okay.
53.
53. Okay.
And then that must be 40. I mean, now it must be 58. Yeah, and then that means it has to be. Oh yeah, 58. I forgot. So 58 is a bottom of the 48. Yeah, it's.
And what else? So below 48.
Yes.
And then.
That means we have 2 more gaps. If we have 3 more gaps, and we when we finish that last gap. I mean that thingy gap.
So how many gaps do we have left?
Now it's 3 gaps because there's a 10 and there's a 0 and there's a 2. Haven't did it yet, right?
Yeah.
So now 2 now. Let's do 2 now.
So there's 2 gaps, okay? The 0 and the 10 are the same, yeah?
Now.
So
now,
it's 0 and 2.
Now there's 2 things bottom of the 2s.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want to start at so 0? We did 1, 3, and 4, right?
Wait, what?
We started at 1, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Now we can either start at 2 or 0.
Yeah, 2, I think.
2?
Yeah, because And also, we can't do the 10 because we haven't wrote the 10 yet, right?
Okay, so let's do 2. Yeah?
Okay. So now let's do it 2. Now it's going to be 7, right? But Michael. 2 plus 5 is 7.
Mm-hmm.
But Michael, do the 2 have legs to jump? First off, I'm just going to tell the next one. So 5 plus 7, I mean what? Yeah, 5 plus 7 is...
7 plus 5.
Yeah, 7 plus 5 is... So it's 12, right?
12.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
so we put it between the 11 and 13?
Yeah.
Wow, you said too fast.
Okay, that's a 12. Now we're up to 12.
There's a 2 thing bottom of the 12. No, now I think I know this one. 12 plus 5 is 15. No, it's not 15. That must be 17, right? And
17,
then,
yeah.
And then 17 plus 5, it must be like 22, right?
22. Where's 22 go?
Between the 21 and 23. Too late, sister. Oh, I just need to look. But any 2 thing bottom of the 22 so now 22. No, 23. 27.
27, yeah.
No, 23. No, now it's 32.
Oh,
32.
So not 20.
32. 32 now, next.
32, okay? Not 23. 32. You got it backwards, yeah? So it's a 3 and a 2, okay? But it's not 23. It's 3 and a 2, okay?
But
it's like this.
We have to do the. So I don't know why we are doing the 2s now because we are doing the middle ones before the 41 or 43 or 51 or. I know what's next. I can see the ones on the side, 1 and 3, right? I know what's next. 4 and a 2. 4 and a 2, no.
4 and 2.
No, it's not 4 and a 2. It's 3 and a 7. So it's 37.
Okay, so we go 32, 37, okay?
Okay.
And then what's next after 37?
37 is 30. Yeah, it is 10. No, that means it must be 42 then.
Now it's your 42, yeah? So we go 32, 37, and now it's 42, okay?
I knew it. I said it first, not Mikey.
Okay, so where are we up to now? 42.
Now it's 50. No, 52. No, it's 47 and then it's 52, right? No, I said it first though.
Okay. Alright, so there's 47 and then it's 52, okay?
Okay.
Excellent. So we're getting the hang of this now, huh?
So now we just have
0.
2 more.
Oh, by the way, what's after 52?
52. Oh. By the way, on 52. So by the way, 52. For what?
So we're up to 52, yeah?
Oh, plus 52 plus 5, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, so that means must be 57, right?
Yeah, and then what's after 57?
Well, 57 between the... Yeah, we already did the 57, right?
Yeah, and then anything after 57?
But only tween, right? Then is 62, right?
Yeah, 62, okay? So let's go.
It's only tween, right?
Alright, so now we're starting with 0, okay? Yeah?
Yeah.
So what's 0 plus 5?
0 plus 5 is 5. And then 0 plus 5 is 10, right?
5 plus 5, 10, 5 is 10, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So 10.
So
where's 10 go?
10 goes only with the 11 because there's nothing no other numbers are between. Right?
Yeah.
So now it must be like 15 and then 20. So it's after. So that means it's 20 next. Because I already did a 15 and then 20.
Oh, okay. So it's 10. Yeah, Michelle. Now maybe you can catch up with this. Okay. So what's after 10? Count by 5. Okay. Do you know how to do it? No, this is how you do it. Okay. Remember, I was telling you this. If you start at 10, okay, you go.
What's the plus?
Plus 5. Okay. So it's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So
okay.
15 is over here.
So it's 15 is already there, yeah?
Yeah, and then that must be 20 now.
So then do 15 plus 5. Okay? Can you do it? Show me on your hands you can do it. 15 plus 5.
15. But I don't have it. I only have 10.
Use this, okay? 15 plus 5. You start at 15, okay?
1.
What's after 15?
Look. It's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Yeah. Do you understand that?
The 20 is not even here though.
Yeah. So
No, 20 is supposed to be with 21 and 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not.
Can you show me you can do it with your hand? So it's, how do you do it? So we want to count from 20 to 20 by 5,
yes,
okay?
so I know what.
Yeah, Michelle, come on. Can you do it? You got a hand, okay?
So I mean 21, 20.
Yeah, watch her.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So that
okay.
so
So
the
25,
answer must be 30, right?
Hold on. So we got to 25. Now we go 25. Count by 5. Okay. So you know how to do it now. Okay. So what's 25 plus 5?
25.
Oh no, 26 is the first thing.
Okay. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. No, 30 maybe.
Yeah.
30. So now there's 2 more a space in the gap thing, right? Is so there's a little bit gap in that gap thing, right?
Yeah, so what's after 30?
Supposed to be there? 30 is 35 and then 40.
40, okay.
50 there!
Yeah, 50 goes there, but what comes before 50?
Oh, 50, actually 60.
60 comes after 50.
Oh, yes.
So it goes 40, 45, 50, right? Huh?
Oh, so there's only a 10 and a 20 and a 30 and a 40 and a 50. So it's a 10 and a 20 and a 30. Oh, you're almost up to 100. You're almost up to 100 though. No, that's not 100. We're not doing 100 stuff. So we do 5.
So we basically can go up to 100, but I just think we have enough just here. Okay?
Yes, because if we go to 90 to 99. So we are not doing the 10 gap, right? If we do 99 and then 100, so that's how you 5 to 100.
So the 10 gap is this gap. Yeah, see?
Okay, yeah.
Alright. So actually, one of the reasons we're counting by 2s and 5s, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Is because they're related to 10, okay? Because 2 times 5 is 10.
Oh, so 0 is related to 10?
Yeah, I mean, imagine if you counted by 10. Do you know how to count by 10?
10,
So what happens if you start at 0 and you count by 10? Yeah.
0 and I count by 10.
So
that means it will just 10 and then 20 and 30 and 40 and 50.
Yeah. Do you see that, Michelle? You start at 0 and you count by 10. You get plus 10 is 10, plus 10 is 20, 30, 40, 50. Right?
That's what I said.
That's what Michael said.
No, I already know because Michael didn't tell me on this. You didn't pay attention though to me.
Okay, so you have 1. 1 plus 10. What's 1 plus 10?
1 plus 10 is 11, right?
Yeah. What's 11 plus 10?
11 plus 10 is... I want 11 plus 10.
Huh? Yeah.
Okay, so that must be 21, right?
Yeah, see?
And then 21 plus 20 is
Plus
must
10.
be
21 plus 10.
Oh, 21 plus 10. That must be bottom of the 31.
Yeah, what's 31 plus 10?
I said it first.
It
I
doesn't
said
matter
bottom.
who said it first. Because there's a lot more to learn here.
No, I just say bottom.
Yeah. So what's 31 plus 10?
Bottom thing. Bottom thing.
41, yeah?
Bottom thing now.
What's 41 plus 10?
Bottom thing.
51, okay? Alright. Michael, you're going to look. If we started 2 plus 10, what's that?
3 plus 10.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know. It's supposed to be the 12.
Oh, what's 12 plus 10?
12 plus 10 is... I don't really know.
How do you figure it out then?
Oh, so it's 22.
Yeah, so can you see 12 plus 10 is the same as 12 plus 5 plus 5, right? That's how you always get to the next one below.
And
plus
then,
5
and then
plus 5.
32, and then 42, and then 50.
Yeah, so can you see if you're plussing 10, you're just going down the column, right?
Yeah.
This is plus 10. If you start from here, you get plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, plus 10, yeah?
Yeah.
Do the same here. And notice when we're plussing 5, we also got here, but we got it slower because plussing 5, because 10 is just 2 times 5, right?
Yeah.
5 plus 5 is 10.
Yeah.
So if you plus 5 twice, you'll get to plus 10, okay?
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
So if you plus 5 twice, it should be the same as plus 10, yeah? If you plus 5 twice, you get to plus 10, okay?
Okay.
So that's kind of why we learn to count by 5s and 2s and 10, because they have nice patterns, because our numbers, we have 10 basically 10 symbols to write our numbers, okay?
It's supposed to be a 60 here.
Yeah, the 60 would go here. But we don't write any more numbers because we have what we need right now, okay?
Let's do the exercise of this, I think.
Yeah, so I want to tell you one more thing before we stop.
Okay. But I don't want any exercise or tea. 不要tea. 不要tea, 还我也不要 exercise. Stop saying Chinese in here. We have to say English so people understand.
Okay,
but I don't know what the part is no tea, so I just say Chinese of tea.
Alright, so sometimes, so if we keep adding 5 to 2, right?
Yeah.
So what do we have? We have 2, okay?
Okay.
Plus 5, plus 5, plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. Okay? We plus a lot of times, right?
5 plus 5. So that must be 5,000. No, 25, right?
Yeah, this is 20. So if we want to find out what this is, right?
Oh yeah, so it's 2 plus 8, 25. So that must be 27, right?
27, okay? So we just added, but there's another way to add a lot of things that are the same, okay? And that's times, okay? So I'm going to tell you what times
that's not 7, that's not times is a faster way to
see, look at this. Look at this here, right? This is 5 plus 5.
Yeah, so that's repeating the plus, but plus doesn't repeat, right? Mm-hmm. So that must be so that doesn't make sense, and also it's a slow way to plus, and that means plus. That means the times is a better way, and it makes sense a lot more.
It's not as simple as that. Okay, so there are some. If you remember the answer, obviously it's going to be faster way, but at the moment it's just a different way. Okay.
Okay.
But it's related.
Yeah.
So
it's related because it looks like the times, but it's not times, but it's because you just did a long like a number thing, and it makes a big number.
Yeah, so we have like a shorthand for this. So we because when we're adding 5 by itself, just plus 5, right?
Right.
We're actually just doing counting 5 times. Yeah. So now what we're saying is if we're plussing 5 many times, then that's what times is. Okay.
Okay.
So this is what we mean when we say 5 times 5. Okay.
Okay.
So this is what times means. If you say 5 times 5, okay.
That must be
Yeah.
that must be this 5 5. So
yeah. So we're saying there's 5 being added to itself, okay, and there's 5 of them, okay. And just for convenience, we say the left number is how many there are, and the right number is what is there. Okay?
Oh, so that must be 27. Oh no, it's not 27. This time it's 25, right?
Yeah. Or say if you have like 5 plus 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 5. What's that?
It's gonna be a very long
Huh?
number. I think I know.
Can you just calm down?
I can't talk.
With your mouth full, yes.
Yes, so I just say that.
Okay, so what I'm trying
40.
to tell you...
The answer is 40 with 5 plus 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 5. Right?
Yeah, so this is 40, but what is
no,
it?
I said 40.
How do we write it for times?
I said time. I said 40 when my mouth is full.
Ah, okay. Anyway, so...
It's 7 times 5, right?
How many 5s are there?
Or 7.
Can you count?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8?
So this is 8, right?
Yeah.
So how do I write this as times?
It writes a 7 and then an X and then 5.
You said 7 again, but there's 8 of them.
Oh yeah, 8.
Okay, so an 8, an X, and a 5, yeah?
Yeah.
There's 8 lots of 5, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. 8 lots of 5. That's what we mean when we have 5 plus this many times, okay?
Okay.
So can you see?
But I know what lots of 2's and also.
So 8 lots of 5. Can you see this is also like 5 plus 5 is 10, right?
Yeah.
This is 10.
But 8 2. But 8
This
2.
is 10, right?
Yeah.
So this is 8 lots of 5 is the same as how many lots of 10?
It's 40. That means the answer would be 40, right?
Yeah, 40. Okay.
And also, I'm going to tell something. If we had a 10 thingy, the 10 gap thing, we could do a 60 over here, right there, for the 59.
Alright, it would go under here. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're not missing anything up to 59. Okay. Yeah, so this is another way. So skip counting is like adding, okay?
Okay.
And doing lots of adding over and over again is multiplying. Okay? So multiplying is just times, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
But is it supposed to be 60 white and also when you skip
60 is below 50.
when you skip these numbers, it's like you're skipping an ad, right? But
Skipping an ad.
Yeah, when you're watching YouTube. But 60.
Not quite.
60 is bottom of 50.
Huh?
60 is bottom of 50.
60, yeah, it would normally go here, but we didn't write it in, okay? So, so what we're doing, for example, if we want to start at 2, right?
Yeah.
Right now we're adding 5, right?
Yeah.
And we want to do it like 10 times, yeah?
Yeah.
So what would that be? That would be 2 plus 10 times 5, right?
Yeah, right.
And 10 times 5, we know it's 50, right?
Yeah, makes sense a lot.
And then 50 plus 2, well, we go from 2 plus 50, you get to 52, okay?
Okay.
So that's sort of like a quick way to get from 2 to 52, right? If we wanted to count all the way to the end without going in the middle, yeah? If we knew how to times, okay? Yeah, so there's an interesting hierarchy here. Yeah. Okay, so first we were counting, right?
Yeah.
And then if we repeat counting a lot, we get plus, okay? And if we repeat plussing, we get timesing or multiplying, yeah?
Well, my mouth was supposed to, so I just say that to you.
So
that
this
means
is,
yes.
So this is plus, right? And this is times, yeah? Another way of saying it, this is addition, that's multiplication. That's adding, that's multiplying, yeah?
Yeah.
And then this is counting, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe since you're more likely to get something here, what happens if we just try and multiply some numbers now, okay? Let's try and multiply some numbers, okay?
Okay.
It's more likely you'll get this done here than in exercise.
It's also a little bit long. We are taking this a little bit long right now.
Yeah, but you're on a roll, right?
Yeah.
You're on a roll, so we're going a bit long.
Yeah.
So maybe we can do maybe the 10 times tables and the 5 times tables are pretty easy. Are they? What's 7 times 5?
7 times 5. It's 40. I mean, no, it's
35, yeah? So you can get this any number of ways. You can do like, see, 7, so you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, okay?
It's like,
What are you doing?
I knew it was that
Alright.
It looks, counting by 5, it was the 0 gap. It looks like
That's the times tables, right?
and it looks like it's counting by 10, but it's counting by 5, right? Stop talking. I knew it was the 35, and
That's
I didn't tell you.
That's fine. There's lots of things you could tell us, okay? Don't worry about this.
I didn't tell
We're
you.
going to be finished soon, okay?
Tell us we know. Yeah, but why are you not telling us? If you don't tell
Alright,
us.
stop talking, okay?
Okay.
Because it doesn't contribute. Alright, so 6 times 10.
Yeah, 6 times 10 is 60, right?
60. Okay, so it looks like you've just like memorized some of these things. But what if you actually have to use what it means to times? Okay, what if you have like 3 times 9?
3 times 9. Maybe Michael will guess. That means it must be. Michael, are you tired?
Yeah, I mean you're both tired. Just listen to the last bit. And
Wait, is it 20?
Something. 20 something.
22?
No.
23? Must be 24, I think.
No.
25!
So how are you getting these numbers? That's the more important thing, right?
22!
So if you can't remember it, what's going to happen then?
I didn't do this before also.
No, we just did it then, okay? So that's where you're wrong, okay? You never really listen. That's the problem, okay? I told you enough to do it, okay? Because 3 times 9 is 9 plus 9 plus 9, right? Yes?
Yeah. Tell me what's going to happen if we don't know.
If you don't know, nothing. You have to figure it out.
Oh, so it must be 27, right?
So if this made it easy for you to get 27, then you should remember how to do that, okay?
Okay. I mean, I just know, but I didn't tell it.
No, you didn't know.
No, I tricked you, I know.
No, you can't trick me, I don't think.
Yeah, but we just don't know.
Alright, don't worry about each other, okay? Because you both don't know, okay? So you have to worry about yourselves.
I think it's going to be...
Okay, so what about like...
About the 20 plus 20, because we didn't do that before.
5 times... 6.
Can we do 5 times 6? Can we do just 20 plus 20? Because we didn't do that before. Because this is a feet. Punch my feet. Punch my feet. I think.
5 times 6.
I'm still thinking. I'm just. Oh,
That's good. I like what you're doing.
Then tell us the pluses of that times.
Okay, good. 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. Okay, there's 5 lots of 6s.
5 or 6 for Michael. Michael will be easy to guess now. Maybe.
He's not guessing it. That's why he's thinking about it. He's actually going to figure it out. But still, it's not completely easy to do it in your head. But yeah, we're going to try.
So it is a. Wait, yeah, 30, right?
30, good. So here you get 12, right? Then you get 18, yeah? And then you get 24.
I know 2 6 gets 12, so that means I need 3 more, and I got an 18 with 1 6, and then I just need 2 more 6. That's what I need. I need 2 more 6s.
Yeah, so another way you can do it is if you have 2 6s, you know it's 12, right?
Yeah.
You get 3 6s is 18.
Yeah.
And you know that 3 plus 2 is 5, so you can actually go 12 plus 18 is 30 as well, okay?
Yeah.
So lots of ways to do this.
But didn't Michael say 30?
Yeah, so one of the very earliest lessons in maths, okay, is to count, it's the plus, and it's the times, okay? And that's what we're doing, alright?
I know it's going to be times. We already count we count a lot of by like 9s or 8s or 7s or like pluses things. We are counting by pluses. So look, we made it by ones. You see?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So if we do these exercises now, we don't have to do them afterwards, okay?
Can we do 20 plus 20 then?
20 plus 20?
Yes. 20 plus 20. 20 plus 20 is easy for me. I can remember all day. Then, wait, now it's going to be 30 though. 30?
40.
No, I just knew it was 42. But, you have to do 20 plus 20 right now.
20 plus 20, okay.
20
So how do I do 20 plus 20, okay?
20 plus 20 is 40.
If I had no idea how to do 20 plus 20, okay? I would start at 20, okay? And I would go 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That would be plus 10, right?
So
okay.
That means you have to do.
And then I would go from 30 and plus another 10, right?
Yes,
so 1, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35,
yes, so you have to count
36,
10.
37, 38, 39, 40, okay? So that's one way to get 20 plus 20, okay?
Yeah.
Or we know that 20 plus 10 is 30, okay? Because we already know that. And 30 plus 10 is 40, so then we can just plus 10 twice.
And we know what's 10 plus 10 is 20.
Yeah, so from how we were counting before, we can go 20 plus 10 plus 10, right? So that's 20 plus 20 is 40. Yeah.
I'm just doing 20 plus 20 right now.
We just did it. 20 plus 20. So 20 plus 20 is the same as 20 plus 10 plus 10, right?
But when you guess it.
Oh, you want to guess it? Alright, we're not going to guess it. Okay, so...
Is it too easy?
No, because we just figured it out, so there's no room for guessing anymore. Alright. Let's do a few more, okay? So we did some 9s, lower numbers.
Maybe let's just...
Can we do, like...
No, plus this time.
7 times...
Hey, I said this time
11?
pluses. I said this time pluses, not time.
doing times now, okay?
Oh, but times next is going to be, then it's going to be minus.
Oh yeah, we're not doing minus yet. Not here.
Yes, I think.
But yeah, so after counting, plussing times, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
you basically have counting backwards, minusing, right? Dividing. Okay,
yes,
that's next.
so, man, so.
Alright, 7 times 11.
7 times 11. Yes, stop, man, stop. Wait, there's 7 ones and there's like 7. Yes, sir, man, stop.
Ah, okay. So you can think of, so you're saying there's 7 tens and there's 7 ones, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So, yes, sir,
So
man,
we haven't quite learned that yet, but okay, that's interesting.
Yes, sir, man, so. Yes, sir, man, so.
Yeah, so the way you can kind of think of that, right, is if you're adding 11 plus 11, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right?
It's 77 then.
Yeah, so you can break each one of these up into a 10 and a 1, right? And it doesn't matter what order you add, that's kind of important.
That's what I figured.
So then you have basically 7 tens and 7 ones, right?
Yeah, that's what I figured out it too.
Okay, and then 7 times 10 we know is 70, right?
71.
So 7, can you see anytime you times by 10, Michelle?
Yes.
There's just an extra 0 on the bottom, yeah?
If there's if it's not 7 times 11, that must be 70 then. If there's 11, that means it must be 7 ones and 7 10. So that must be 77, right?
Okay, so we're all pretty tired. Let's take a break now, okay? That was really good. That was a lot longer than we normally go for, okay? But it was pretty easy at the start and you're on a roll, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, good stuff.